Ladies and gents, welcome to our 2v2 Rising Star Tournament. This is just round number 2, the winners quarterfinals. And in the blue color, you've got yourself Hechi. You've also got Alfito AG in the teal. And they're together Node Lords. They're going to be playing as Anders and Arbiter respectively. On the other side of the map, we've got Team Red, Autismos, and that's made up of Fluffy of the UK, as well as Krautmeister of Germany. They're playing as Yap Yap and Isabel. I hope you guys like this new overlay for 2v2s specifically. I love it personally a lot. This is incredible. Sean made it. Sean-a-gon. Team Respawn Sean. As you guys know. The guy is incredible, and he just slapped this together in a matter of weeks, I think. So now we got this. It's incredible, and we might even think about porting it to our other games going forward. It would be, I think, incredible. But anyways, thanks everyone for being here live. If you're not here live, you're wrong, but you're still here, so I'm still happy. Now, both of these teams are going to be going double generator, and that makes a lot of sense because Rift has a really long rush distance. I mean, look at that. Did you see how long that was? It takes forever to attack, and so you have time to make your second generator, upgrade both, maybe even some pads on top. And these guys really do tend, Team Mexico usually does this, that they would go heavy supply pads, 2 of them, and then do the generators slower. It allows them to pump heavy early game units, but there's no scouts from anybody, which is quite interesting, I would say. Huh. Anyways, what are the combos here? So for Anders and Arbiter, it's not extremely clear what the combo is. It's just 2 really strong armies, because Anders will be upgrading her army very easily for very cheap and be able to save some resources for that. And then we've got, of course, Arbiter's endgame army being absolutely insane. The grunts in Phantoms and later the tier 2 infantry also do a lot. Yap Yap has a fantastic economy because of the cannon fodder. You just don't have to spend on those, and they just end up being really annoying for everyone to deal with. Methane means that every enemy gets debuffed and your own grunts get buffed, so the combination of the 2 effects just make you win normal fights if no leader powers are involved. But of course, if Spartan comes around and jumps on them, then that's going to be a very different story. Hopefully Vito does something like that to that effect. Douglas is on the way, but this fight is going to happen without it. Anyways, we've got Marines with grenades, and they're already targeting down that fart wagon, but there are more than one. I really like from Hechi that he went for Cloak, however, and that he's using his Mind Leader power here to heal up his boys with Conduit of Rage, but he's still going to get Methane, and that hurts. That said, all these grunts just weren't able to do anything. The fart wagon does explode in the middle of the Marines. For Isabel to be picked so early is a little weird, but I mean, you got fantastic endgame. You got obviously the mine combos that many UNSC players do have. So a lot of grunts eliminated just now, and they no longer have Cloak. You have to bear that in mind. So at some point we might get some detector units out. A handful of snipers here would make a rather large difference as well. Hellbringer's very helpful to clean up the grunts, by the way, but I think Team Red has this more or less under control. They're also going to try to expand. Krautmeister playing pretty nicely. Fluffy already in tier 2. And as for Team Blue, we're not seeing that. Hechi is expanding, however. He's got some turrets on the way. And some more grunts. Obviously going grenades and Cloak for these guys respectively. Did mean that they're going to spend a longer time in tier 1. Have to get a little bit more work done. Team Red has controlled 3 power nodes too, so that was also a little bit of an advantage. Well, nothing too crazy. Scoot says Anders RB is the meta combo on Rift. Yes, it is. It is. There's no particular synergy to it, but it is really strong. Just because of both leaders are playing well here. So Arbiter can do the drops, obviously, with the Enforcers causing trouble in enemy bases when you least expect it, especially these outer mini bases. I mean, the Grunts are already causing trouble. Enforcers can absolutely take over. And then you got the Retriever Sentinel, which can just fly over all these cliffs and little hills. Very difficult to chase. Meanwhile, the Spartan has been upgraded and shoot away the other Spartan earlier, right? And now is just an absolute menace. The chain gun one has really serious bonus damage against infantry. Plus it has AoE, so multiple squad members get hit anyway. But then you have bonus damage on top compared to the others. So, feed it Grunts, feed it Hellbringers, especially with the Warthog support. It shouldn't be any problem for this Spartan. We're also going to have a huge jump in there, but there's also a heal. Anyways, this Spartan should be able to take down some, but probably should get out of here. Oh, I think that's Fito's Spartan there, and nearly got a slam off. Didn't quite work out. Spartan's getting seriously very low. Beam in the middle of all this infantry. Again, it will be AoE. Hitting all these squad members, and a lot of them are melting. It's very, very important to split your infantry, but as long as they stay alive, they can be healed. And Hetchy is making great use of that. Fluffy's expansion is going down, and the guys are also taking out the mini bases in the back, as I've discussed, and we're not even on 4th point. Hetchy is doing it with just Grunts. The pump is serious. Blue team controls 5 power nodes. Node Lords are playing super, super, super well. Well done, boys. Oh, there's the 4th point. I thought that was just Grunts, but no. There's a lot going on in 2v2s. You will sometimes miss stuff. Either way, I think they've taken out something production related and a pad so far. So nothing too crazy. The generators are staying up, but you take out all the pads, they suddenly just can't do anything. And I think the Spartan will be going down. The Hog got stolen, and the annoying Sentinels are tickling the base. Mac Blast, however, will be going down into the infantry blob. So that's a nice little cleanup, buying some time, but time for what? Krautmeister is dead, guys. There's some counterattack business going on with the Yap Yap drop, but that also couldn't get anything done, and Krautmeister has resigned. So that's going to be 1 point victory to Team Node Lords. That's that. Wonderful. That was super solid. I mean, it looked like it might not be this quick, honestly. But Team Blue just really delivered with the fundamentals and did some beautiful work. The best of 3. Let's see how they go next. Ladies and gents, we've got Hetchy in the blue color here on Fishers, and his buddy Alfito. They are together Node Lords, and they're playing as Serena and Shipmaster. And on the other side of the map, we've got Fluffy, and we've got Kraut. Together they are Autismos, and they're playing as Johnson and Decimus. Hetchy got the middle mini, but can he hold it against this many units? It's very expensive, this one. 300 resources, right? Scouts will be bullying them. Alfito also has a mini. There's only these two, plus the back one. You can't probably afford the big base, as you're gonna get spammed even harder. I don't think we've ever had Krautmeister and Fluffy playing in our tournaments, by the way. There's just a lot of new players in this tournament. which is wonderful. This is exactly what we should be seeing in Rising Star. I've been calling for it so many times, and I'm just really glad it's starting to happen. The more of you sign up, the more of you will become one day the pros. I'm serious, this is important. Okay, we got the Bison coming out of Hedgie's base. Hope you all like ice creams. Alfito has a second generator. A little bit risky on a map like this, especially after the mini base has been lost. But they're still going. Alfito is pumping out a little bit of suicide grunts, which are costed in a way that it's really good for double generator builds. That was a really good connection there. Fluffy really ate that one. Oh boy. And now Hedgie's coming in with the punish. I mean, honestly, buying time with the middle mini to get this out, it's been worth it. Because the ice cream truck does absolutely annihilate light infantry. But faced with the Johnson and the bunker, that's no longer applying. What we need to see though is a bunker getting dropped in. Oh, that infantry is so low. 2 shots and they'll be gone. Everyone's frozen already. And when the ice shatters, it does so much damage. Fortunately for the yellow boys there, nobody actually got shattered. And Johnson does just about outrange this. Decimus has Vortex, of course, and a huge stun is coming through, destroying the ice cream truck. Hatchie just didn't have enough support here. If he had the cryo troopers around, that would have helped a lot. But now Johnson is going to heal up everybody with his healing beacon. That's some fantastic stuff. Healing beacon is getting targeted down, but it's a pretty healthy thing. Right, so in the meantime, almost all the infantry is now high health. There's a sniper in the back, and there's a warlord coming out as well. So I think Team Blue is at least a little bit on the struggle bus, but they're also counter-attacking. Like, a second generator might have been a little early, to be honest, from Kraut. He might have wanted another turret or something, but he's sending back the snipers. As long as the targeting's good, I think the generator will not be going down, in fact. And we are also going to see a heal on this. So yeah, just triple making sure that everything stays up. Maybe Johnny can come back to deploy a beacon also to keep this thing in the green. That's probably going to be the case. Double raid camp, wow. Alfito did upgrade all the buildings, so that's going to help a lot with leader power progression and the like. As for Hedgie, well, he's a little bit behind in terms of power because he lost the Bison, right? And he's having to make another one. So that's, like, with the upgrade, like 600 power. If he loses it again, he's in huge trouble. This Warlord, with his stun, with the help of a Vortex, will be able to basically do whatever, especially with Johnson's support. Suicide Grunts crashing into the infantry once again. There's no split to be seen, and 2 snipers get taken down by 1 Suicide Grunt. Holy cow. That's not supposed to happen. Maybe Kraut's gonna have to practice a little bit of splitting there. The beam is gonna be just insult to injury there. But finally, we're seeing a bunker. That's, I guess, nullifying the need for a split. Suicide Grunts could be crashing into it to stun the units inside. That's actually one of the things that they can do. They can stun buildings, which also applies to bunkers. Should be seeing a little heal here. Warlord actually using the Y ability on the mini base. We're seeing an expansion. We're seeing a tier 2 from Kreitmeister. Is also preparing to upgrade the Johnson. Timings are pretty good. You know, have resources immediately. Fluffy should be able to get to tier 2 and will have a base in addition. So again, the timings are good. That's exactly what you want to be doing with your 200 power beyond tier 2. Ideally, you start the base first and then you go tier 2. That's how you spend 1200 power in an ideal fashion. Hedgie's still stuck in tier 1. Holy cow. He's gonna have to make a new generator, but he's also trying to expand. And I think his ice cream truck is gonna get it. Especially if we see a vortex on this thing, but I'm not even sure we need it. Oh, there's grunt mines. You don't need it. There's gonna be some cryo mines, but the grunts are on the move. It's all good. Power node finishes. I mean, the marine finishes the power node capture. So that's all good then. Alfito is in tier 2 and is pumping Marauder Ranger, I'm assuming. But in the meantime, this base is at risk. Fluffy is pretty close to 4th point, which means Boundless Siphon is going to kick in, and these grunts are just going to keep healing themselves and keep respawning. 2 power nodes to 2, but the mini bases are also being pushed. How far are we in the tournament? This is just the first series we're covering. There is a round 1, but this is the quarterfinals round 2. Well, the winner's quarterfinals, right? There's a winner's bracket and a loser's bracket. Hero upgrade kicks in. So you haven't missed much. You have missed 1 game if you're joining now, which is fine. Spirit support? They're not gonna save the base. It's too late. Oh boy. And the Warlord has a pull. So, and a stun obviously. Not just the ability, but also the hammer stun. Pulling in the Locust to start things off with, and the beam forces the extract, but the unicorns and Chad have died. Steve makes it out. But that's not a lot, is it? Marauder made it out. But I think this is a huge victory for Decimus. Everyone's at full health now. And especially with the engineer's support, healing is never going to be a problem again. Even a 3rd generator for Fluffy. I'm not even sure that's super necessary, but I mean, he's gone for it. We've got really good production from here. And upgrading base. These guys actually might be capable of winning here. Especially with the Johnson at 1 star. Alfito is in serious trouble as far as holding his base goes. Steve over here is going to be on the struggle bus. Oh, by the way, Chad is the ranger from the spirit support drop. Steve is this guy, the hunter. And then there's the unicorns. The reason the hunters aren't Chad is because at some point it used to be that the elites were 3-star. That's why they were Chad, because they were basically unkillable. Hunters were always 2-star. Therefore Steve. Makes sense. Makes sense to me. Great job with these guys teaming up here. Great early game. You know, they suffered a little bit against the suicide grunts, but we're way past the suicide grunt stage. Look at the amount of rangers and snipers and 2 heroes and mantis. They're not gonna have any problems here, and they should roll into Alfito's main. And in fact, I'm pretty sure Fluffy, with a little bit of resource boosting from his teammate Crowd, should be able to drop in Decimus. Hunter decaptured. That's gonna be a little slow, but it does the job. Sam says Fluffy and Krat are newer players. They have been playing a lot of custom games and performing well. I agree. They are performing well. It's a little bit tough on the macro maps to outperform these long-time players, obviously. But on a map like Fishers, you can just be aggressive and do anything. Now, they are Frost Ravens. It's gonna be pretty easy to crack them because of their low numbers. Spirit support is coming in as well. Pulling in the ice cream truck is a great play. Stun is through, but I think these guys are going to freeze in the end. And I have to say, Team Autismos is kind of surrounded right now. I'm not a huge fan of this, but as long as they take out that ice cream truck, everything should be fine. They manage. Falling should happen, and Decimus drop in the middle of the army. It's perfect. That beam was beautiful. Wiping out Team Node Lords. Now, Hetchy's base is under heavy siege here. Well, siege, I mean, they're vehicles, but they're sieging the base anyway. It's gonna be going down in no time. Steve gets pulled in and annihilated. When you have two heroes that can pull in these veteran units, they're really not gonna last long. Astro Gamers is asking Metalloid why he's not playing 2v2s. Dude, this is Rising Star. Metalloid could play 1v2. I love nothing more than for Metalloid to play, but it's his choice, man. Start up the lobby, chat. Start up the lobby. And I don't mean make a game room. Crowd's expanding to base number 4. That's some confidence right there. German efficiency kicking in. Gar nicht schlecht. Lots of Kodiaks. Hetchy isn't an easy guy to crack here, that's for sure. It's gonna take some air. But we already are seeing some shrouds. They should be able to take care of that. I think the goal is to attack Alfito, not someone else. Oh, good beam there, by the way. Engineer's gonna negate a lot of that, though. Level 2, that was. Those look like some upgraded Mantis to me. I mean, in terms of like the global upgrades. Crowd's tier 3, so we can't be far away from. Oh, vultures! He wants to crack the base. Are we gonna see the targeting laser on these guys? They're not on yet. That would improve the damage output a lot. We got a lot of Frost Ravens, but it's really not that many yet. It's not critical mass. Hetchy is on 50 pop. It's negligible for the moment. Brad's also populating the last of his buildings. He's getting turrets ready. I mean, he's rich, right? And he's probably got 3 buildings on the way. I don't think he's gonna get this base, but just to deny it is already worth it. They're very patient here. Just don't let them stack the veterans, because it's one thing to snipe 1 or 2 or 3. I don't think you can snipe a whole army of them. At some point, something needs to happen here. Don't give these guys too much time to recover, because they're more experienced. And again, it is wise to come prepared. Like that. What is this Prostoms you guys speak of? Pro Customs? I think that's what it means. It's funny because it sounds like Toastums, the community manager. That's with an R in there. And for the German crew, it sounds like Prost as well. Cheers, guys. A Okay, this is a little scary for just one player to face. They're going together now. Beam is gonna cut a lot into these flyers. Holy cow. And EMP back plus, the punish is huge. Now these guys are out of position. This is Crowd's opportunity to strike. And look at all those locusts getting taken down. This is so expensive. The Vortex is gonna keep them in place as well. They're getting called back, but it's too late. It's all too late as the Johnson army is crashing into this. There is a Serena big drop, but already the shield is cracked, so they can't hide under it. I think the Mantis are more than capable enough of handling the situation. Johnson is upgraded, by the way. Now, we still don't have the targeting lasers on the boys, by the way. Mantis aren't lasering, but I think Alfito's base might just go down. There's also a heal on this. Sure, the vehicles are struggling, but there's no anti-air for the vultures. They should be able to take this down, and I think just a matter of moments until they get another nuke, but I'm not even sure they're gonna need it. The base goes down, Alfito's toast, and Hetchy is under attack as well. The two heroes right on top of the Kodiaks. They wiped them all out. Hetchy is on just 33 population, and I don't think he's got any super unit coming in either. He might want to start it up, but it's too late. And Team Europe finds its strength in diversity. Yes, that's what I was going to say. Score is now 1-1. Ladies and gents, we've got Hetchy in the blue color, and we've got Alfito in the teal color. They're playing as Cutter and Pavium here, or Pavium and Cutter. That's Team Node Lords, and on the other side of the map, we've got Fluffy playing in the red, and the yellow Krautmeister. Their Team Autismos playing as Vordus and Cutter, respectively. That's a very early brute. What the hell is going on? Oh my god. Is this a raid camp first? Fluffy, you're broke. This is risky stuff. I love it. You have no power now, sir. I hate it, actually. This is very, very easy to defend. Now, Fito's already turreting up. If Hetchy just sends a scout over, then this is probably handled. But hey, it is Vordus, right? Fluffy is hoping to siphon enough from that base. Should send some grunts and stuff. As long as you attack the upgraded supply pads, you should be able to and eventually upgrade that generator. It is allowed to siphon resources here. Combat spoils are in fact allowed, but the turret is gonna make this a little bit inconvenient, to say the least. Mines have been upgraded, but they don't do that much base damage. I would have liked another brute or something, to be honest with this. Oh no! The mines weren't used aggressively, so this might actually not go down now. Maybe a little bit of micro on the brutes? Or can the grunts actually finish this? Holy cow. It's gonna be really close, as there's just a lot of damage going through, but yes, they do take out the generator in the end. Alfito will very easily be able to remake this and then upgrade it, though, because he's got already some pretty good income. He's got the power it takes to upgrade the thing. And Fluffy is making a second generator, so he's technically ahead in that regard, but he doesn't have as many mini bases, so he's behind the mini base. Meanwhile, Crowd is working on power node captures, and he's doing that very, very nicely. Hetchy, however, is already stealing a mini on the other side, and that's his third mini. Likewise for Alfito, Hetchy is gonna double brute this up. Can Fluffy defend himself? So far, no. But he is gonna have the Grenadiers, the Goo Boys. Hetchy can buy another mini up there. It's just a matter of can he hold his base or not. I think if Crowd transitions into scouts now, it will be very easy to defend against the brutes. But do you really want to do that? That's the question. As Cutter, I'd say not really. You probably want to play into infantry in team games. But that's not to say that you couldn't play rabbits. Cutter Rabbits with Raid 2 can, after all, capture power nodes. We're already seeing 3 power nodes for Team Red, with potentially 4 about to happen. Okay, this is actually not captured. This is a neutral one. Like the snipers here from Crowd. It's gonna shut down the brutes pretty good, but these guys over there are causing trouble already. And there's now 3 brutes. That generator is definitely gonna go down. Fluffy suffering a little bit there. But he's also gonna take down the brutes, apparently. So it's not that bad in the end. Brutes are actually not that good against Grenadiers. Hetchy is holding on to the mini, and up here, Alfito has one as well. This is a pretty big army they're putting together, so I'm more worried for the follow-up. Team Autismos might not be able to keep up with the huge economy that Team Blue has put together in the meantime. Alfito still doesn't have a second gen. Should probably go for it. I mean, he's Cutter though, so ODST drop shouldn't surprise anyone. It's in. And that's the second generator for Fluffy destroyed. Huge problem indeed. Another Grenadier drops in, but another building goes down. ODSTs have done their job, they can leave. And I would say the brutes should leave. There's no sense in fighting here any longer. They can just go. But there's more. There's in fact just gonna be more. You know, this Cutter base looks juicier to me at this point. So I personally want to go there, but I mean, they're already here. They might as well finish the job. Some very good brute detonations on the infantry, but it's nowhere near enough to handle them, even with the engineer bursts helping out here. Fluffy's base is in the red. And I think it's gonna go down, guys. There's just no help coming from Crowd. He doesn't have the resources to do so. He's trying to counterattack against Hetchy, which is effective. He's taking out the generators, and Hetchy is forced to make a war council and whatever. I don't think he can hold, but hey, Fluffy has been killed, so as long as everybody just converges on this main base of Crowds, I just don't see how he can defend himself at that point. You see, Team Blue can just keep expanding. Hetchy can be fed resources so that he buys more bases, and I think Crowd knows that he cannot go it alone. So Team Mexico will be victorious. This is a much more experienced team, mind you. But it's been nice to see the performance of Team Autismos, and now I hope they remember that this is double elimination today. They have further cat lives to use, but not 9. It's just 2. It's just 1 more life, as they lost this. Team No Lords will be going into the winners semifinals right now. GG's. We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.